Russell Brunson lied to me. I met Russell Brunson last year at a conference. He came to London. Honestly, an exceptional event. An event I really enjoyed. I learned a lot. He spoke about subconscious selling that was extremely powerful. Of course, he spoke about funnels and value ladder and things like that. And I mean, pictures on the thumbnail, that's what you clicked, right? And he's a great guy. I think he's exceptional. Dot-com Secrets, great book. All his books are great. What I will say is this. I'm a true believer that almost every mechanism works. It's just about how you execute it. But I would say in this stage we're in 2025, especially for online coaches, the value ladder doesn't work as it used to. And I'll explain why. So we have the value ladder, and it's honestly very simple, okay? With our value ladder, we know we start off with some sort of free, that's a product. It could be your content, it could be your YouTube, it could be a nurturing asset, it doesn't matter, but we have something free. We have a low ticket, we have a mid ticket, we have a high ticket, and we have maybe an ultra high ticket, okay? Here we have value on the x-axis, and here we have price on the y-axis. So Russell Brunson teaches that our job is to ascend the consumer from this point in the value ladder all the way up. So they go and consume your low ticket, and then go to your mid ticket, and then go to your high ticket, and then go to your ultra high ticket. And honestly, this works. This still works to this day, but as effectively as it used to do, not really. And for online coaches, I genuinely would say that this is slightly detrimental, and I'll explain why. Number one, your low ticket actually devalues your high ticket, and I'll explain why. If you were an online coach, fitness coach for example, and you had a $5,000 high ticket coaching program, that's 8 months of coaching. And then you had this low ticket, which is like a $30 community. Realistically, if someone sees that you're selling something for $5,000 and also sees that you have a low ticket, community for $30, or maybe you have like a mid-ticket, like $200 workout plan. The issue is that they see a $5,000 thing and a $30 thing and don't even know the true value between the two and go, yeah, I'll be honest, why would I pay $5,000 if I could just spend $30 with you? Okay, so number one, it devalues your high ticket, but I would say number two, right? It actually distracts the prospect, because the fact is, if someone was a high ticket individual, they had money, they had the finances, and they're looking for a solution, if they see this as your front-facing offer, that's my point, this is your front-facing offer, they're gonna go to this offer first, maybe consume this, they're gonna take the time to consume this and try and implement this stuff first, because they paid for it. That's why this is the truth. They paid for this thing, they're gonna go, okay, let me have a look at this. But the issue is, if you make this long to consume, they are going to take their time and consume this, which doesn't allow them to cleanly ascend to the high ticket. So the fact is this, people, especially people looking for a solution, are likely to pay you 10, 100x the amount of your low ticket to your high ticket for the full solution. Because the fact is, this is continuity. This is a $30 community that charges monthly. But the issue is with the community, for the most part, it's info, it's information, okay? But info doesn't solve all your problems, because we know to have a transformation, right? A transformation is information plus implementation. That's what a transformation is. So if that is the real case, that is the equation that we have in front of us, selling info by itself, it just doesn't help them. Same way, selling implementation by itself as for example, a PT, like an in-person PT, doesn't really help. And so if we know this is the case, we know that to sell them the entire package and sell them this full transformation, we know we can charge high ticket for the full solution, which is online coaching. And with online coaching, we're going to give them a constricted time frame, for example, 6 months to get in beach body shape, and we're going to give them the full package to get to their goals. Because another fact is this, if you go to Selfridges, do you go to buy a Gucci bag and buy just the handles now, and then next month you get, the outside of the bag, and then the next month you get the inside of the bag? No, you just buy the whole bag. You just buy the whole bag, right? Which is why people just want the transformation. They don't actually want to buy online coaching. They just want the transformation. That's what they're looking for. So we have our value ladder. We have what Russell Brunson teaches. Ascension, value ladder, free, low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, ultra high ticket, and this is cool. But the real way, the new way that you should actually be doing this is free to high ticket funnel. So here we have our free nurturing asset. This nurturing asset could be a podcast. It could be the free school funnel, which I run for a lot of my clients. It could be a LinkedIn newsletter. It could be emails. It could be your YouTube. It could be all of them. You could do all of them, which is extremely effective. But the fact is we have this free thing and we actually simply ascend directly from this free thing to our high ticket. But how do we do this effectively? We need to ensure that our free thing that we're providing to them is extremely quick to consume and extremely high quality. That's what we need to do. Because if it's extremely high quality, it's extremely quick to consume, and it focuses on not just giving value, not just value, but unique insights, UI, unique insights, where we're not just showing them how to do XYZ thing. We're showing them, this is what you're doing wrong, this is what I do instead, and this is why you should do what I should do. You're giving them an aha moment, like, that's what I've been doing wrong. And we're shifting their paradigms, we're changing the way they think. Now they say, okay, this guy's the expert, he knows what he's doing, I need his help. I need his direct one-to-one help. And this is how we ascend to the high ticket. So now that we ascend to the high ticket, you may be asking, but what about people who can't afford the high ticket? This is when we position our mid ticket and our low ticket as down sells from the high ticket. One of my other mentors told me, he said, your mid ticket needs to be so good that no one on the front face even knows it exists. So what occurs is when people can't afford this high ticket, so we've tested this, we've tried this, we've made sure that we're not just putting a high ticket lead in the mid ticket, because that's a treacherous thing. Imagine someone who would have been willing to pay 5,000 to 10,000 for your fitness coaching, paying 200. You're shooting yourself in the foot, right? This is where we downsell them to, for example, our $200 coaching, which is a lot less support and a lot less guidance. And the beautiful thing is they can still ascend back up, okay? Or maybe they even can't afford the $200, which is very, very rare. We have some sort of low ticket option, maybe an ebook, who knows, right? But the point is, we use it as a downsell. And this is exactly how you want to position your funnel in 2025 to be successful as an online fitness coach and not mess up in terms of charging high ticket leads, mid ticket prices, or just distracting your leads from the fact that you have a high ticket offer. Because realistically, unless you have an insanely large audience who are willing to buy like a bunch of low tickets to make up their money, high ticket is the real money maker. Because the fact is this, how long would it take you to get to $20,000 a month if you're selling something that is $20 in comparison to selling something that is $2,000? Ask yourself that question. And so, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you gained something from this. I love Russell Brunson, so don't get this wrong. He's an incredible guy. And I actually spoke to him one-to-one and he gave me some serious insights about not just the business side of things, but the mindset side of things. One insight I'll give as a little bonus is that I was speaking to him, I was like, I'm at this stage where like, I know exactly what I want to do and I know exactly what I need to do to get to the next level, but sometimes I struggle in terms of just executing on a consistent basis. And I was like, yeah, like, what would you do? What books would you read? What would you consume? And he said, number one, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, incredible book. And I read that book and that is an exceptional book. Why? Because two reasons why it's so exceptional. Every book tells you what to do. Not many books tell you what not to do, how to avoid. Even, I think it's Jim Rohn, he says this, he says, when you read books and when you listen to podcasts and when you consume knowledge, you shouldn't just consume the successes. You should consume the failures and see all the things you could have avoided, all the mistakes you cannot make, because we know a wise man doesn't learn from the mistake of himself, he learns from the mistake of others, right? And so Outwitting the Devil was exceptional because it showed me what I shouldn't be doing, what I should avoid, what are the biggest things that distract people in this world and pull them down and don't allow them to achieve success. But also there was the voice between Napoleon Hill and the devil. And it was actually you're having this conversation, this narrative between it was exceptional. That was number one. But number two, he told me to listen to, I think it's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Exceptional stuff. It's a 30-minute tape of some sort. You should definitely go on Spotify and listen to this after this video. But what this speaks about, it speaks about the fact that people don't think. Everyone's always on the go, always on the move. Wake up, I need to go work, I need to go to school, I need to study, I need to do XYZ thing. Everyone's always on the move, right? People are moving in a direction, but they don't even know what direction they're moving in. People fail to think. And we know there's a fact that the universe lacks clarity. The universe lacks clarity on what you want, but ask yourself this question, do you really know what you want? You're probably working hard, you come on this video, you're probably working really hard to get somewhere. You're like, how do I do this? How do I do this funnel? Russell Brunson, Alex Hormozi, Serge Katari, all these guys, Iman Gadzi. And you probably you want to do something. You want to do something great with your life. I know you do, right? But the thing is, it's like, do you truly know what you want? And do you truly know the direction you need to go in to get this thing? But then not only that, it speaks about the mindset behind getting what you want and the fact that you need to be consistently ruminating, thinking. Your mind needs to be focused on the end. Everyone's always focused on how. It's funny, When you give your mind a destination, it will naturally find out the solution or the pathway to get to that destination. Especially if you trust in God, He will always give you the guidance you need. Hard work is a prerequisite, right? We know everyone needs to work hard. You need to be exceptionally focusing on your mind and where you want to go. I'm going to leave it at that. I think it's been a great video. Hope you guys learned some stuff. Again, join the free school. Really, really simple. I mean, a lot of value, a lot of unique insights, a lot of source in there if you're trying to scale up your online coaching business, especially if you're a fitness and health coach. And I just hope you have an incredible day. I hope you take care of yourself. Jesus loves you, and yeah, keep smashing it.